Seems though it's vlog 11 and we're getting to know one another, I thought it's about time I told you how it all began. Hi, my name's Sam and I paint cows. My story all begins with a friend called Lucinda who lives over the road. She's a farmer's daughter and she had a really special cow called Vanessa, and her 30th birthday was coming up and I wanted to paint her something really unique, really special. In fact, I didn't want to just buy her stuff for her birthday, I wanted to make something for her. I hadn't painted in 20 years. I went to art college, but I'd left it for 20 years. I'd conformed, I'd got a proper job, I'd worked in an office, and creativity was starting to sneak back into my life. Anyway, I snuck over the farm and Vanessa and I had a few chats. That's Vanessa the cow. And I took a few photos and I started to paint her. And then I gave Lucinda the painting on her 30th birthday. I nearly didn't because I was scared of there being a crowd there and being judged and thinking, oh, I hadn't quite done it right. But other friends encouraged me to go ahead and give it to her. And she opened it up and she cried, and that moment there I knew that she knew that this was something special, and it's that feeling of connection that I repeat every day in my business now whenever I'm painting for somebody, and that feeling's addictive. You do it once, you want to do it again and again and again. And so after painting Vanessa I thought, oh my god, why have I left it for so long? It's been 20 years. And Lucinda took me out to a few farms. She's a cattle photographer. So she took me out to a few farms. I met lots of farmers. I learnt what they love about their animals and I started painting realistic cows. And then one day I started painting fun, bright, colourful cows just to chill out in the cow shed. And that just went ballistic and the business took off from there. What you've just watched there is a behind the scenes clip of a testimonial I did for a programme called Dare to Grow. I took that programme last year and it was that programme that got me into vlogging. It inspired me to think about how I want to tell my story. I think there's nothing better than hearing it directly from the person who's made the work of art. But that's sometimes really hard for artists to do because by our very nature, very often we're introverted and a little shy, and it's taken me a long time to feel better about talking in front of the camera. Now I need to make something right here, right now to explain my point or illustrate my point to you, to tell you why it is so important to tell your story as an artist. This 80-20 rule applies to your creativity. 20% is all about what you make, and the 80%, the majority of those tasks that are in there, are all about how you tell your story. So the 20% is the start of the job and the 80% is the finishing, and most people start but they don't finish, and it's a massive part of the job. There's no defined path for success as an artist, but if you can find a way to tell your story, you are more likely to succeed. There are lots of ways you can tell your story. You can pick something that really suits your skills. If you love to write, contribute to magazine articles. If you love to talk, but you hate being filmed, what about a podcast? Photography is right up your street. Really get to know Instagram. Tell your stories through series and collections of images. Find a way to tell your story. Oh, I've still got that squeaky chair. Need to sort that out.